Bob, what's the role of the co-op board in the sale of an apartment?
Well, Jason, with a co-op, it's a form of home ownership where you really don't own the land and the dirt below it. You own shares of stock in a corporation, and that corporation owns the building, the bricks, the mortar, and the dirt below the building. Uh, because you are shareholders, you are entitled to live in a unit. Now, there is a co-op board which manages the whole building. They have a lot of rights and duties and obligations, and one of them is to approve prospective purchasers of your unit. And typically their role is to review the finances of any buyer that you bring to them. They have to check to make sure that the buyer is financially able to buy your unit and pay for the maintenance going forward. But they also check to make sure that the price that you're selling it for is in line with the prices that have recently been sold in that building. So for instance, if you have an apartment that's worth about 200,000 and you want to do a favor for a friend, family member, or just you're anxious to get rid of the unit and you decide to sell it at a bargain price of maybe 175 for a unit that probably would cost 200, the board may very well decline your sale. Why? Because your sale will have the effect of bringing down the price level for all the other units in that building, so that when some other person tries to sell and a bank does a comparison of what the market value of apartments in that building are, they will find out that something recently sold for 175, and that will become the standard for future sales going forward. So effectively, by selling your unit for under the value that it's worth, you have just brought down the value of all the units in the building. And that's the power of the co-op board. And while it does protect the other owners of apartments while you're living there, when you get ready to sell, and if you don't have the correct sales price, this could be a very big factor in whether or not you actually ever get the permission to sell your house, to sell your apartment, I'm sorry, for that price. And that is the role of the co-op board in the sale of your apartment.